Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, and Your Excellency, the First Lady, the family of the late Honorable Major General Retired Joseph Nkaisserry. Sir, the family asked me that I read the eulogy this afternoon, and I very gladly consented. And I will proceed to read. The Honorable Major General Retired Joseph Nkaisserry, CBS, EGH, was born on the 28th November 1949. He was a son of the late Mzee Oloitosi Nkaisserry and the late Sein Oitosi of Longorsua location, Kajiado County. He was a dear and loving husband to Helen Nkaisserry, a loving father to Angela Soila Kasaine, Andrew Oitosi Kasaine, Beatrice Siopat, and Kenneth Mumeita Kasaine, a special and a very loving grandfather to Yantet. He was brother to Silale, Letema, the late Siroma, Semengur, Sabaya, and Rono. Step-brother, brother-in-law, grandfather, and uncle to many. He was a mentor, a strong pillar, and an uncle to many. Due to his military background, the Honorable Major General Retired Joseph Nkaisserry was a very strict disciplinarian, but he had amazing soft spot to all he interacted with. He especially cherished his family, and his unconditional love is evident. Major General Retired Joseph Nkaisserry began his schooling at Elbisil Primary School in 1960 and completed his primary school in 1966. And he demonstrated exemplary academic performance early, and this led to him to accelerate past a number of classes in a short space of time. He had at one point attended Standard 1 and 2 in the same year. He then joined Olkajuado Secondary School from 1967 to 70, where he was a founder chair of Matapato Students Association. He worked briefly at the Olkajuado County Council in 1971 before he joined the then Kenyatta College, now Kenyatta University, in 1971 to pursue a bachelor's degree in education. Due to commitments on the home front, he opted to pursue employment, later discontinuing his university studies in 1972 to join the Kenya Army following an advertisement for officer cadet recruitment. Immediately after discontinuing his studies at Kenyatta University in 1972, he embarked on his military career spanning over 29 years. He trained as an officer cadet both in Kenya and India and was commissioned on the 22nd November 1973 as a second lieutenant. Then posted to 1st KR as an infantry platoon commander. He was promoted to lieutenant in 1975. In 1976, he was nominated to attend the regimental administration course, where an officer develops administrative skills on planning, coordinating, controlling, and managing accounting unit resources. This course prepares officers for command and control of an infantry company. In the same year, he was again nominated for Grade 3 staff course, whose aim is to develop operational skills and staff works at both battalion and brigade level. In 1978, he undertook Milan Instructors course, which develops officers' instructional skills in the Milan missile system. This was the first team in Kenya and Africa to be trained. He later undertook a sniper course in the UK in the same year, whose aim was to develop skills at sniping, raids, search and rescue. In 1980, he was nominated for the subunit command course, which prepares officers of the rank of major for command in Krakow, Poland, where he would regularly come first in his age set, and some cases, correction, my apologies are correct. In 1980, he was nominated for the subunit commander's course, which prepares officers of the rank of major for command and management and control of battalion during peacetime and war. Between 1985 and 96, he undertook grade 2 staff course, which prepares officers for operational planning and staff work at battalion and brigade level. Between 96 and 97, he attended U.S. Army War College, one of the most prestigious military institutions in the world. While at the War College, he undertook the International Fellows Program, the highest military course that prepares senior officers and civilians for strategic appointments in the military, government, and the corporate world. He graduated with a postgraduate diploma in strategic leadership and management. During this time, he lived in America with his family, building long-lasting friendships within Calais, Pennsylvania, and the world over with his colleagues and their families. In 1998, he went for further training in Germany and Israel, specializing in strategic intelligence. In 1999, he attended a workshop on economic planning and industrial development in South Korea. The workshop provides an opportunity for inter-country and interagency exchange of ideas concerning the management of economic and industrial development. He would then immediately undertake a leadership in development course at the prestigious Harvard University. The numerous training programs will be wrapped up by the International Senior Officers Peace Support Planning course in the year 2002. This course was conducted at the Kenya Peace Support Center, Karen, for international senior officers, whose objective is to equip them with skills in command, coordination, management, and leadership in UN mission areas. In his 29 years military career, Major General retired Joseph Nkaisserry served in various capacities, and these include Platoon Commander of 1st KR, Instructor Cadet School, Battalion Second in Command 7 KR, Battalion Commander 9 KR, Military Assistant to the Chief of General Staff, Brigade Second in Command, 2nd Brigade, General Officer Commanding, Western Command, Commandant Kenya Military Academy, Commandant Defense Staff College, Director Liaison Department, Office of the President, and Military Advisor to IGAD Secretariat and on the Sudan peace process. His military service enabled him to traverse the world to Ethiopia, Egypt, Cameroon, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Rwanda, South Africa, USA, Canada, Brazil, Venezuela, Panama, Paraguay, Peru, Chile, India, South Korea, Israel, Germany, the UK, France, Netherlands, and Italy. After being prevailed upon by the residents of Kajiado Central, General Nkaisserry retired honorably on the 15th August 2002 to successfully contest the Kajiado Central parliamentary seat and would continue to defend that seat successfully during the 2007 and 2013 general elections. During his long stint in Parliament, He served at various levels as follows. 1. KANU Shadow Minister for Defense and National Security from the year 2003 to 2007. 2. Deputy Secretary General, KANU, 2003 to 2007. 3. Deputy Secretary General, ODM, 2008 to February 2014. 4. Former Vice President, International Parliamentarians Forum on Small Arms and Light Weapons from 2006 to 2008. 5. Former Chairman, Amani Forum, Kenya Chapter. 7. Delegate to the UN General Assembly, Interparliamentary Union on Disarmament, Small Arms, Conflict Resolution, and Terrorism between 2003 and 2007. 8. Delegate to IGAD Parliamentary Union from 2004 to 2007. 9. Parliamentary Marathon Champion. 11. Chairman, Pastoralist Parliamentary Group from 2013 to 2015. 12. Former Assistant Minister for Defense, 2008 to 2013. 13. Member, Defense and Foreign Relations Committee. 14. Member, Joint Committee on National Cohesion and Equal Opportunity. 14. Member, International Parliamentary Forum on Small Arms and Light Weapons. At the constituency level, his development record speaks for itself. He has helped build over 17 secondary schools, and just a few months ago, one was named Joseph Nkaisserry High School in his memory. Through the Constituency Development Fund and other donors, he has helped establish several dispensaries and primary schools. There are also numerous water projects that Mzee has championed, including Lele, Marba, Losuyan water projects, and others. He also recently led government efforts in drought mitigation in his home county. It is in this vein that Kajiado Central constituency has been severally voted as the best in terms of CDF utilization and accountability. Most recently, in the financial year 2014 and 15, when he served as MP. From the year 2007, he played a key role in unifying all the communities in Kajiado Central, prevailing upon the Maasai to live in harmony with other communities and reject the politics of hatred. It was at this point that the constituency was recognized as a beacon of peace in the entire country. Due to his philanthropic nature, the family recently established the Major General retired J.K. Nkaisserry Family Foundation. This was to help sustain his passion to empower and uplift the less fortunate in the society. Through the foundation, he has recently donated laboratory equipment, beds, desks, and various facilities to the over 17 schools that he helped build. He also donated dairy milk equipment to various women cooperative societies as a passion so special to Mrs. Nkaisserry as well. Globally, he was a member of the Parliamentary Prayer Group, where he regularly attended fellowships and sessions with his fellow members. He also, on a few occasions, attended the National Prayer Day in Washington, D.C. in the USA, where he fellowshipped with fellow legislators from the US and around the world. He was also a member and represented Kenya in the Global Peace Foundation, which focuses on projects aimed at building peace at grassroots level in communities around the world, and attended conferences on a number of occasions. During his time in Parliament, Mzee took his passion for physical fitness to become a member of the Parliamentary Athletics Committee. From 2004, he and his colleagues in Parliament would regularly attend the World Parliamentarian Marathon in Krakow, Poland, where he would regularly come first in his age and in some cases outran younger parliamentarians. Later on, he would take part in supporting the Kenyan teams during a number of athletics championships around the world, including the London Olympics, and he recently accompanied the First Lady during the London Marathon. The Honorable Major General retired Joseph Nkaisserry was a diligent and a devoted servant of humanity. Due to his civility, exemplary development record, and true patriotic spirit, he was appointed by His Excellency the President, Uhuru Kenyatta, in December of 2014 as Kenya's Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Interior, and Coordination of National Government. He served with integrity and dedication until his untimely death on July the 8th, 2017. During his tenure, the country has realized remarkable achievements in security: a better equipped police service, insurance cover for the police and their families, better housing, among many others. His contribution has totally changed the security situation for the better of our country. We have seen a drastic reduction in instances of terrorism, rustling, and general crime due to his commitment and exemplary leadership, and I'm a witness to that. It is no wonder that Kenyans have continued to feel safe under the hands of Cabinet Secretary Honorable Major General Joseph Nkaisserry. He has been an excellent team player to his cabinet colleagues. In his last moments, on the 7th of July 2017, General Nkaisserry had a busy day. He started by inspecting the progress on Kenya's preparedness for World Under-18 Athletics Championships by visiting two venues, the Kasarani Sports Complex and the residential quarters at Kenyatta University. He later joined His Excellency the President at a prayer rally at Uhuru Park. At the rally, he proceeded with his after the rally, he proceeded on with his normal duties. He had a jovial evening with his family, as he has always done, and later that night, while sleeping, he suffered a fatal heart attack and was rushed to Karen Hospital, where he was pronounced dead on arrival. Mzee died in the hands of his best friend, Mama Helen. We loved him, but the Lord loved him more. Fare thee well, General Retired Joseph Nkaisserry. I thank you very much for listening to me.